everybody, it's Amy Graham, the Badass Valkyrie, and I just wanted to give you a really quick update on my bullet journal method, One Book July, and my Hobonichi Cousin Avec. And I did an update on the 5th. I still got to put the last couple of days in there, but they were blue, so we're good. Friday night, my swamp cooler went out, but we're hopefully getting that fixed this week. Still have not put a ton in. Where'd it go? There's a little bit here. That was June. This is July. I have not updated for tonight yet, but I will. And did get one thing crossed off, which was cleaning my living room. And then we go into last week. This is what the completed week looked like. And I am very, very, very happy with this. Oh my gosh. I just cannot even tell you how nice it was not to have to go in and set up this week. This is this week. And this is today. I didn't even put the lines in it yet. I'll do that tonight. But for the for my intermittent fasting and the bottom cutoff. But holy cow, this worked so well. So I am loving this. I understand. I'm only 1 week in. I know. However, loved it. I do not miss the boxes at all. And it just makes more sense the way I did this. And I can quickly kind of know different things that I've done. And then going into this week, I just copied over the things that did not get done. So you can see, let me pull this out here. From last week, the things that got done got checked off. The things that did not got an arrow forward. And so it has worked amazing. Love it so much. I mean, I cannot even. It has been mind-blowing how much different it is. Then going in to the month or to the dailies, literally so easy. Holy cow. And then I have some things being moved forward each day. These got checked off. This just basic things got done. Now, I will say, Saturday I was so exhausted. Oh my gosh, so exhausted. So a lot got put in here, but I just didn't do anything because I went to bed. I stayed up until 3 a.m. here and got up at 6. I had 3.5 hours of sleep that night into Saturday, and then still had other stuff that I need to get done. Yeah, and we watched a movie and we went and saw Spider-Man, and I'll probably backfill a little bit of this, but if I don't, I'm okay with that because this tells me what happened. And, you know, if I didn't do the reflection that night, and that's all right. I can live with that. I can live with a blank page. I have in the past. But then I had Sunday, and I decided to go ahead and do my reflection in the orange, just so it could stand out. But that was Sunday, and then that was my reflection for the week. And then this is today. There was a really good quote that I found in an interview with the coffee lab owner on campus, and I just thought it was hilarious. Coffee struggles with authority. It rarely works to force the coffee to be something it doesn't want to be. The best espresso happens when you listen to what you're tasting and try to bring out the identifying characteristics of the specific coffee. You're not trying to put that coffee into being something else. And I was just like, I love that for the coffee references. It's very true about coffee, but it's also a very interesting metaphor for life. You can't force something to be what it's not. And I have a feeling that that's kind of what I was doing here in these. I was trying to force it to be something that, it was, and this worked. I will tell you 100%. Blocking this off worked completely. However, I was duplicating stuff, and in here, not at all. I am not duplicating it because I have it in my personal. And this is my Athena. And as you can see, it is patinaing nicely. It gets dinged up, and that's okay. I love the look of this. I love the feel of this. I love everything about this. Personal. It's amazing. So there's my runs, just so you kind of can see what's in here. It hasn't really changed. This is July, and so I just go a month at a time. And the Woolly Planner. My owls are awesome. This is how June shaped up. So I just keep this little owlie. He holds that one. And then my week at a glance is in here. And this is last week. So the first week of July. This is the last week of June. This was last week. And it went really well. So like my grocery list, my Costco, my market, this stays in my handbag constantly. This either is at my desk at work, or in my bag that I take to work, or at my desk at home. So this helps tremendously to have this with me at all times. And then my July tracker so far, my quote, I did put that in finally, is live a great story. And I love that so much. This is how July has been so far in this. And this is where I found myself most happy writing all my stats and everything in. So when I eat breakfast, lunch, and dinner, when I'm fasting, my daily goal, my daily gratitude, my different stats that I'm keeping track of, my sleeping, what I actually slept, what my Oura ring here tells me, like today, or like, let me go into, this is today. I went to bed at 11:18 and I got up at 6:07. That is technically 6 hours and 49 minutes in bed. Now this is when the Oura ring tells me I fell asleep. So really, I actually went to bed at like 11:10 and I fell asleep by 11:18. But that's what I've been putting in here as far as the tracking for June, or for July. So my actual sleeping time that I actually had good sleep was 6 hours and 16 minutes. So there's a difference there of a few minutes, of at least 30 minutes. And so, but I'm going by what it says when I fell asleep and when I woke up. But because of tossing and turning and all of that, it's wakefulness, even though technically I'm in bed. So it's like I would wake up and fall back to sleep. So I was in bed supposedly sleeping 6 hours and 49 minutes, but I was only in actual sleep 6 hours and 16 minutes. And that's what I love about the Oura Ring. And I'm going to do a whole video on this, and you guys can see my tracker and everything on my phone, and I'll show it all to you here in sometime this month. So that is coming. My water intake for this today, I actually have done my water intake for today. And I do 80 ounces. So, and then I have my gratitude, and I haven't done my walk yet. I don't know if I will or not. We'll see. It's kind of crappy outside. But then the next morning I go in and I fill out what my steps were for the day, how many minutes activity I was. My activity goal for the day was 350 yesterday. And so I just go in, and then if I was on track, I mark it in green. So this goes until next Monday, and then I'll put a new insert in. And I love having this with me. And then my food trackers, where is today? This is today. I had coffee at 6:45. My breakfast was at 9:30. That was my meal tracking for breakfast. I had 4 slices of the cheese and some little Club Minis for a mid-morning snack. My lunch was a Costa Vida small chicken salad, but I only ate half of it. I wrote it down, but I haven't tracked my points yet, or the micros or macros, because I just haven't gone to the website. And then tonight I am doing bacon wrapped pineapple because I saw something online and I was like, oh, I gotta do that. And we had a pineapple that we needed to use. So there's that. And so this stays with me. So all of that information stays with me 24/7. This goes everywhere that my handbag goes. And I was keeping it in here, and I was like duplicating it here, like my readiness and all of that, my priority, and then my gratitude. And it was just like, this is all just because I was doing this and had done it for so long. I was just like, well, I can put this there, I can put that there. And it was no longer working for me the way I wanted it to, and I was duplicating. Now, totally not duplicating at all. And I am loving it. Absolutely loving it. And so I'll finish this out tonight when I do my evening reflection. And it's been great. So, you know, a lot of people are having problems with their bullet journals or One Book July or whatever. I'm freaking loving it. And granted, it is not one book, but this is my Planner Prime, and it is my one thing that I am focusing on, doing the bullet journal method in my Hobonichi Cousin Avec. And then this is supporting this as well as my weeks. So those three things are what I do every day. And the next update I'll bring down, I'll show you my Miracle Morning book that I use. And that stays in my sacred space in my living room, which I will post a picture of that too for you guys. But it's kind of where it's my centering space, basically, my spiritual place that I enjoy, that I don't actually do bullet journaling or anything like that there. I just do my Miracle Morning, my daily Oracle Pool, all of that kind of thing. So it's my centering space, and I do some yoga there, all of that. So I'll update you on that later on this week, but so far, so good, and I am loving the changes so far. And using the bullet journal method in this book, in my Hobonichi Cousin Avec, has been mind-blowing, and I love it. Absolutely love it. So this One Book July, I think, is going to be a complete success for me. Fingers crossed. Let me know below let me know down below how you guys are doing with your One Book July, or your One Project July, or whatever. I did get into the Cultivating What Matters a little bit this weekend, but not a whole lot. Like I said, our Swamp Cooler went out, which is like a cooling system that's like an evaporative cooler that is very popular here in Utah, but people back east probably have no idea what that is. But it's a big unit that sits on top of your house that sucks in air through filters that are water cooled. So it's what you use in the desert if you don't have air conditioning. So we like it. It keeps everything moist most of the time until it stops working. So anyway, let me know how yours is going, and I will talk to you guys later on this week. Thanks. Bye.